Hi, I'm Nina, and welcome to Chair Yoga. Today's class I'm calling Revisit Resilience. As a reminder, resilience is our capacity to respond quickly and effectively to stressors, and then bring the body back to some sense of balance and clarity. And we've been working with this concept for well over a year now, just improving that relationship between the mind and the body. So how will we work with that today? Well, we'll move slowly and we'll keep checking in to notice the effect of what we do on how we feel. Grab your chair. We'll get started. We'll begin in our chair, sitting back in the chair, connecting our feet to the earth, whether directly or on some sort of prop, so that you can feel that connection to the earth. Turn the palms down. Circle those shoulders back and down, just arrive. And then we're going to take one hand, bring it to heart, and bring one hand to the belly. And begin to slow down and even out the breath. And if it feels comfortable to you, soften or close your eyes. Do you notice the breath as it enters and leaves the body? Feeling it lifting and lowering that hand at the heart center, and perhaps even the hand at the belly. As you continue to breathe these slow and even breaths, take a moment to check in with the physical body and just notice how things feel. And then we're going to take that hand from the belly and bring it up to the heart and take a moment to set an intention for this practice, whatever it is that's important to you today. Bring it to the front of your mind, to the front of your heart. And then gently release those hands back down into your lap. Take another circle with those shoulders, and we're going to move to the edge of our chair. Once we move to the edge, perhaps our feet connect a little more solidly to the floor. So I just push my block so that it's out of the way. Feet are down. I push into the feet, I push into those sit bones, and I lengthen the spine. Really important that we keep this nice tall spine. Bringing my hands to my lap, let's just take a few rounds of cat and cow. Take an inhale here, fill up, and as we exhale, bring that belly button back, round the spine, drop the chin, let the shoulder blades separate. Push into the feet, inhale, come on back up. Bring those shoulder blades together on the back. Maybe lift the chin a little bit, lift the gaze. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, come on back up. 3 more nice and even breaths, just like that. And then after that next exhale, just pause there and make your way back up to that tall spine. Palms down in the lap. Check in. Notice how that made you feel. So a little bit of back and forth movement with the spine, kind of getting us warmed up, ready to move. And now we'll release those hands down alongside the body. In today's class, as in just about every class, if your arms don't want to make a big circle like this, we always have choices. We can always take it to a cactus arm to help protect those shoulders. So don't sweat this stuff. Take things up to where you're comfortable. But right now, we're just gonna take a few sun breaths like that. So we're gonna inhale, circle, sweep the arms up, whatever up means. Notice the length in the spine. And then as we exhale, we'll float the arms right back down by our sides. Do that again, inhale. And exhale. Okay, now this next one, we're gonna take the arms up, and at shoulder height, we're gonna pause with that left hand, let the right arm go all the way up. As we exhale, we float the arm down, it picks up its neighbor, and we go all the way back down. This time we let the right arm pause at shoulder height. Again, you can do this with a bent elbow, no problem. Exhale, take it back down. Let's try that again. Inhale. Right arm goes all the way up, left arm pauses. Float them down. Other side. Float down, and then we'll take both arms up again. One more just like that. And then float those arms back down to your lap. If you want to take a circle or two with those shoulders, go ahead. And then check in. This is where we stop and we notice how that made us feel. Were we thinking a lot in our head to make sure we had the right arm going up and all that stuff? That's okay. That's what we were supposed to be doing. Okay, now we're going to bring a little motion into the neck as well. So let's start with our right arm. We'll inhale, reach the right arm up. We know that up could be here or here or here. But as we do that inhale and lift up, we're going to turn the nose away from that arm. As we exhale, we're going to float the arm back down. We can let it rest by our side. Bring the head to neutral. And then we'll take the other arm. So now, left arm goes up, head turns away from that arm. And as we exhale, we float it down. Head comes back to neutral. Trying that again. See if you can make the motion of the head and neck and the motion of the arm work together. Almost like they're connected, because we know they are. And we're working with a comfortable range of motion here. It does not have to be to the edge, but just where you're comfortable making that motion. And then we'll bring both hands back to the lap, take a circle, pause. Notice how things feel. Notice sensations in the neck, in the arms, the shoulders. And then we're going to give ourselves a big hug. So let's give ourselves a hug with that right arm on top of left, a big bear hug. Just notice what this feels like. Feel the separation of the shoulders on the back. And let the shoulders be down from the ears. You can drop your chin, let the head hang heavily. And then we sit up tall again, crown of the head reaches for the ceiling, and let's just tip over to the right. Both sitting bones are still on the chair, both feet are still on the floor, but breathe into that space on the left side of the rib cage. And then come back to center, and we'll take it in the other direction. And then return to center. Let's open the arms wide, soft elbows, shoulders down from the ears. Take an inhale, perhaps look up. And this time as we exhale, let's give ourselves a hug the other way. So now left arm is on top of right. My elbows are kind of stacked here. I can drop the chin, let my head be heavy. Let the shoulders come down from the ears. My feet are still connected to the floor. I'm still sitting up strongly. And then lengthen that spine, crown of the head goes to the ceiling. Let's take an inhale here. And then we're going to lean over to the left. Both sitting bones are on the chair, both feet are on the floor, and I feel this space in the right side of my rib cage opening up. Come back to center, take it the other way. And return to center. Open the arms wide, palms are up, shoulders down from the ears. Bring a little motion into that head and neck if that's what you need. Take one more inhale. And exhale, bring those hands back down to the lap. Take a circle. Take a moment now. Pause and notice. How did that make you feel? What's the breath like now? Now we're going to take our arms to cactus arms now. And when we come to our cactus arms, we really want our fingers to be engaged as well so that everything's working in this arm and hand. We push into the feet, push into the sitting bones. We sit up taller. We'll take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to turn slowly to the right. Again, not working to the edge, but working to a comfortable range. The inhale will bring us back to center. So the breath is slow and the movement is slow. Now we'll exhale and twist to the left. And inhale back through center. Do it again. Exhaling, going to the right. Inhaling through center. Exhale to the left. And inhale. One more in each direction. And release the hands back down to your lap. Take a circle with the shoulders. Make motions into the feet and ankles if that feels good. And then check in. What did that twist do for you? We're back to that sense of the middle right now, that sense of balance. How do you feel now after the twisting, after the side to side stretching? Now let's do a little bit of a hinge forward. We'll inhale, we'll reach our arms up. I'm calling this volcano arms. You can take it to a cactus though. But we'll take it to a volcano. Those arms are a little bit wide. And as we exhale, we'll hinge forward. This is a slow movement. And reach the arms back, palms down, coming into like an airplane move. So my feet are on the floor. My core is engaged. Next inhale, I sit back up, reach the arms forward and up, volcano. Exhale, hinge forward, the arms reach back, palms are down, airplane. Notice I've got this nice long spine and my neck is in line with my spine. So I'm not dropping my head, I'm not cranking it forward, but my chin is tucked slightly and my spine is long. Next inhale, take it up. Exhale, hinge forward, airplane pose. 2 more. And then we'll come on back up. Let's stay in our volcano or our cactus. Letting the spine get a little bit longer. And then release those hands back down to your lap. Take a circle. Check in. Okay, from the edge of our chair, so we're sitting right on the edge, we're going to bring our hands to our belly. We don't need to touch the belly if we don't want to. We can just hover. Either way is perfectly fine. But notice which hand's on top. So as we inhale, we're going to open those arms wide. Think if we were on a clock face, this would be like 5 and 7 o'clock. That'll be our inhale like this, sitting up tall. As we exhale, we're going to bring the palms back to the belly, but different hand on top. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, next round we'll go to 3 and 9 o'clock. Inhale. And exhale. Bring them back to the belly. Inhale. And exhale. Next round is 10 and 2. You can always take it to a cactus, you know that. Next round, let's take it up to 12. Could be straight up, could be a cactus. Both are good. And then we're going to take the hands down to heart center now, stacking one palm on top of the other. Same sequence. Inhale, 5 and 7 o'clock. Can you remember to alternate which hand is on top? 3 and 9. Ten and 2. O'clock. And float the hands back down to your lap. Circle with the shoulders. Move the head, the neck, the ankles, whatever it is that you need to move to bring the body back to that sense of balance, of clarity. Okay, one more like that, and this one's going to be fun, but I don't know what time it is. So we'll start with our hands at our heart, and we're going to have one hand up, one hand down, like the arms of an X. So that would be like 10 and 4 or something, and then bring it back, switch which hand's on top, and then the other side. 2 and 8, I don't know, figure it out. And then bring it back. Which hand's on top? Can we try it again? Think about lengthening the spine even as we do this. We're sitting up tall. What about 12 and 6? And we'll do 1, 3, and 9. And pause here, palms up, shoulders down. Stay for another big round of inhale and exhale. Float the arms down. Circle the shoulders, pause and notice. And we're going to make our way to standing now. So once I've come to standing, I clear my space. I don't want anything that is a potential tripping hazard, right? So I've picked up my block, I've moved my chair out of the way, but not too far because we can use this to help us with balance. We can also use the wall behind us to help us with balance. So please know that those are available to you at any time. And we're just gonna start by finding our mountain pose. Feet are parallel and they're about one of our fists apart. So these are my hip bones and you see that my feet are just about right under that. We let the arms rest alongside the body, crown of the head reaches for the ceiling. Let's take a sun breath. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up. And as we exhale, we're just going to float them right back down by our sides. Try it again. Circle, sweep. And lower. We know we can take it to a cactus. Okay, now this next one, we're going to circle sweep, taking the left arm up, right arm pauses at shoulder height. Notice we float that left arm down. When it comes to shoulder height, we float down both arms together. Other arm's going up now. Right arm's going all the way up. Float it back down. It meets its neighbor and comes all the way down. Okay, let's take both up, then we'll add on. Both arms go up. Can you trace them with your eyes and your peripheral vision? Can you see them out of the corner of your eyes? Keeping your head straight ahead, but noticing sensations in the periphery. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing, but now we have the option to come up onto the toes with the inhale. So again, adding these little stressors to the sequence and just noticing how it makes us feel. That's all we're doing. So let's take one sun breath, perhaps coming up onto the toes. Can we trace this? Can we see those arms moving in our peripheral vision? Lower all the way back down. Heels lower, arms lower. Now we'll take that left arm all the way up. Come on back down. Heels lower, arms lower. This time, right arm all the way up. Lower. Both arms all the way up. Lower. Pause and check in. How does that feel on your body now? Same sequence we did in our seated mountain, but we added a lot more stressors, right? We're standing, we're moving within our standing pose. Okay, now we're gonna come into Warrior One. You can have this chair in front of you for fingertip control if you like. So it would be here. But let us step our right foot forward. Right foot forward, left foot back. I'm just gonna come to a little bit of an angle here so you can see. I have, let's go straight on. I have space between my feet, so I'm more like I'm on skis than a balance beam, okay? My front knee is bent over my front ankle, and if I put my hands at my hips, I feel like my hips are pretty level. Back heel is down. This is a real strong stance. This is a warrior stance. Powerful. Warrior One. Okay, let's straighten that front leg. Now we know where we are. We're going to bring the hands to the belly. We're going to inhale, open the hands to 5 and 7, bend the front knee. As we exhale, we bring the hands back. Different hand on top if we can remember. Inhale. And exhale. Now I've got this nice long spine. We're going to take it to 3 and 9. Tall spine, crown of the head reaching for the ceiling. Hands are opening and closing from the belly. 10 and 2. And no matter how you have your arms, whether they're long or whether the elbows are bent, keep the energy going up through the fingertips. Okay, now we're going to stay in our Warrior One pose, arms up at 12 o'clock, shoulders down from the ears. These can be soft elbows, but fingers are engaged. We're going to breathe here in our Warrior One. You can have that chair in front of you for fingertip control. Breathe here. Bring the hands down. You can bring them to heart center if you like, or to the back of your chair, and step your back foot forward. And this is an excellent time to pause and notice how the body feels and how one side might feel a little different from the other because of our stance, our Warrior One stance. And then we'll do the other side. Again, giving yourself room between the feet, thinking about skis rather than a balance beam. Bring the hands to the hips to just kind of notice they're pretty level. The front knee bends over the front ankle and not beyond. So just try it, right? And if you're here and that knee is way past your ankle, well, that either means you need to take a little longer stance or back off that bend, okay? I want you to feel stable and steady. Once we've got that, we'll straighten the leg. This time we stack the hands at heart. Going to do the same sequence with the arms. So as we inhale, we open the arms to 5 and 7, bend front knee, tall spine. Exhale, bring the hands back, switch which one's on top. Three and 9. Ten and 2. Both hands at 12, stay in your pose. Warrior 1, push down into the back foot, lengthen the spine, crown of the head reaching for the ceiling, softening shoulders from the ears. Bring the hands back to the heart or to the back of the chair. Step your back foot forward, pause here. Notice how the body feels. Notice sensations in the one side and the other. Have we evened things out? Now let's come back to our mountain pose, just for fun. And we'll try those weird arms, those X arms. So with hands kind of in the middle, right? We'll just kind of hover them. Let's inhale, make that arm of the X. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale the other arm of the X. Exhale back to center. Let's try it again. And then bring those palms together because I've forgotten which hand's on top. We'll release, we'll shake everything out. And we're going to turn and look at the seat of the chair. Let me pull this back just a little bit. Here we go. So right now I'm in my Tadasana Pose. My feet are parallel. I'm going to find that length in the spine. I'm going to start to hinge forward, softening into my knees and bring the hands to the seat of the chair. So I've got this nice hinge, long spine. Think about what we did in our chair, how we went from volcano to airplane. Now, soften into the knees, come on back up. If you feel stable, we'll do that with the arms. If not, we have this chair seat that we can use. So this is one option. Inhale, reach up to our volcano or a cactus volcano. As we exhale, we hinge forward, soften into the knees, reach the arms back, take it to that airplane. Or you might be here. Push into the feet, inhale. Exhale, soften, reach arms back, airplane. Next time we're up in our volcano, we'll stay there. And then soften those arms down, release, wiggle, jiggle. Just let everything go. And we're going to make our way back to our chair. Okay, we're back in our chair. My feet are on the floor. My block is close by. Let's take a circle or two with those shoulders. And then we're going to round the spine, drop the chin. Take it into your cat pose. Let the shoulders separate. Notice sensations here. And then let's take it up into our cow pose, coming into that back bend. Lifting the heart, lifting the chin, lifting the gaze. Breathing here. And then just make your way back to a nice tall spine. Let's connect our feet to the floor and slide the body back. Even though I'm at the back of my chair, I'm not slumping into it, right? I'm lifting up out of my hips. My back can rest against it, but all of my muscles are engaged to keep me tall. Let's let the palms come down, soften or close the eyes. And return your attention to your breath. Notice what it's like now. Check in with the physical body. Notice how you feel now. After a few minutes of stretching and moving, and then we'll gently blink the eyes open, and we're going to move back to the edge of the chair. Feet connect to the earth. We'll bring those palms together. We'll stack them again at the heart center. Tuck the chin and recall the intention that you set at the very beginning of our class. And then thank yourself for taking time to practice yoga today. It's my hope that the fruits of this practice allow us all to become more resilient to the changes that are around us. Stay well, my friends. I'll see you soon.